north. We got some building.
Greetings everyone, we know it's been a while since our last video, so let's go ahead and recap. We visited Oshkosh Airventure 2019 for the 50th anniversary of the air show, then over to northern Michigan to include a visit to Mackinac Island, and finally an overnight stay down in Flint, where we finalize our preparations to go to Canada. So stick around, 182 Flyer is next.
Clear for takeoff.
Way too much traffic. All right. I'm trying to go to Canada.
Number 04 Papa Flint Tower, runway 18 cleared to land traffic. 5 mile final, runway 27 is a Cirrus and a Cessna departing runway 27. Departure 10, contact departure, good day.
Over to departure, good day, thanks for the service.
What a beautiful day to come out and fly. Just look at these cloud formations.
Skyline 4953 Tango, say destination.
Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu.
Roger, thanks.
It's like a stairway going up.
I know, I see.
Pretty cool clouds. Well, just wanted to check in with you guys. Currently doing 119 indicated at altitude, but if you look down here, you'll see we're doing 172 knots over the ground with 142 knot true airspeed. This is our current course going over to Toronto. Current outside air temperature is 44 degrees. Plenty of fuel on board. Five hours of fuel remaining. And a pretty good view outside. Nice VFR day to head out to Canada. And welcome back. Just a quick update. We are flying over Lake Huron. We've been transferred over to Toronto Center. You guys won't be able to see it, but way off in the distance down there is a nice little freighter.
Number 9488 Papa, contact Toronto Center
We're
13247.
just now getting ready to cross the border in about another 9-10 miles. Give you a quick look at the fourth light so you can see what we're looking at here. That solid line running northeast to southwest is the U.S.-Canadian border, and we're getting ready to cross that here pretty soon. another look at Lake Huron crossing.
This is exactly what general aviation flying is all about. Picking a destination, doing the flight planning, and going without all the hassle of the airlines, just like we are doing here. If becoming a pilot interests you, there are numerous ways of going about and accomplishing that, from local FBO Part 61 flight schools to your bigger airline tracking Part 141 schools. You're bound to find something, and I'll post a few links in the description down below.
And we're back with you currently on the approach coming into Toronto City Center Island Airport. Just wanted to get a little bit of quick video footage here. Doesn't look much different in the States, to be honest. I mean, they are just right over our border to the north. Some of the friendliest controllers I think I have ever encountered. I don't think I've talked to any friendlier controllers than these folks up here.
Sunday, Whiskey Tango request.
Very cool.
Any chance you could vector us for left downwind for 3-3?
Get to spend a little bit of time.
No, we cannot do the left downwind because we're landing on the 24s, and people landing Toronto or descending will not be happy.
We're almost
Understood. We'll stick with the right base for 3-3.
the shoreline for...
Porter 943, 1,600, climbing 3,000, heading 180.
Porter 943, Toronto Terminal, good afternoon. Identified, climb 8,000, go direct NATM on course.
Climb 8,000, direct NATM, Porter 943.
Very beautiful, lots of green, lots of trees. Absolutely phenomenal.
53 Tango, traffic, 12 o'clock, 2.5 miles, left to right high.
53 Tango, looking for traffic. Got the camera pointed out kind of to the left side of the airplane. That's downtown Toronto skyline. Just out in front of us over here is the Toronto City Center Airport, or Island Airport.
City Tower, Sierra Tango Lima, ready for a tour?
Sierra Tango Lima, stay north at 26, lift off at your discretion. Clear to land, runway 26.
210 at 14, clear to land 26, 53 Tango.
7963, City Tower, good afternoon, winds 210 at 14, altimeter 299 or 7.
How cool is this?
This is awesome.
We're on the left base for 26. I mean, literally facing straight in front of us is Toronto, downtown area. We got sailboats out here in this little harbor area. I mean, just so very cool. There used to be an airport in Chicago that was very similar to this, called Meigs Field, and it was destroyed by the old mayor over there several years back. It's just so cool to get to experience something like this coming into a foreign country here in Toronto. Final flaps. This is clearly probably going to be the coolest video that we've done.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that. I've got a sailboat no more than a couple 100 feet below me. That is so awesome. A little bit of power here to deal with that wind.
City Tower, Sierra Tango Lima, inbound Tango 1.
Sierra Tango Lima, stay north at 26, land your discretion, winds 210 at 13, gusting 19.
North 26, Sierra Tango Lima.
Ground, Skyline 4953 Tango is off of Foxtrot for customs.
November 4953 Tango City ground taxi, from your discretion, trans capitals to the right and then past the dash 8. Left turn, you have to wait for the dash 8. Just on your right there to taxi out before you can get around. Charlie, Delta, contact tower 118.2, holding short runway 26.
How cool was that?
That was awesome. Very cool.
That was an amazing flight into Toronto City Island Airport. The flight took just a little over an hour and customs was a breeze. All it took was a quick phone call and we were all cleared in. The wheel chalks were set by the very friendly staff over at the Stoleport FBO, and their operation was just very clean, their facility was very well maintained, and they were there to help us out all along the way as we got processed and cleared in. Once we were cleared in, we ended up taking the ferry across in a small rental car over to the mainland and enjoyed some of the local cuisine, and we even found a castle. Who'd have thought that Canadians have a castle over there, right? We were running short on daylight, so Toronto was just a quick visit this time, since we needed to head across Lake Ontario for St. Catharines, where we do all things Niagara Falls. So if you're still watching, stick around. There's more coming up.
Please don't give my airplane a haircut. All right, we'll do our run up real quick. Really nice evening view of downtown Toronto.
Yes, it is.
City Tower, Sierra Tango Lima, ready for a tour.
Sierra Tango Lima, caution turbulence from dash 8 departed 90 seconds ago. Climb to 1,800 feet this time. Lift off your discretion.
1,800, Sierra Tango Lima.
Stop to 7 is up to 6, alert short of forward, noise and exit.
South 27, roger. Five 3 Tango Tower, you ready?
We are ready, just finished our run up.
5 3 Tango, left turn out, climb out above 2,500 feet, clear for takeoff T6.
5-3 Tango is clear for takeoff on 26. Left turn out approved up to 2,500, 5-3 Tango.
Tower low at Porter 138, clear for visual, runway 26 outside of Rebix.
Porter 480, wind is 2305, comes line 26.
126, 442.
Porter 138, City Tower, good day, wind 230 at 5, altimeter is 299er4. Heading to discretion to final, number 256.
Discretion, the final, and number 2, Porter 138.
Sierra Tango Lima, helicopter department behind you, a Robinson 44 as well. They'll be climbing 2,000 feet for sightseeing for a couple hours.
Sierra Tango Lima with the 44. City Tower, home on 100, is complete with the tour, looking for the main left down 126.
41100, clear left down 126, fly overhead the airport.
Coming across the coast over here at Lake Ontario, now looking at the Niagara River straight out in front of us, and we're getting ready to land full stop in St. Catharines. Spend the night here, and then go check out Niagara Falls tomorrow. Enjoy the landing. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better than the one that we had over in Toronto.
It was fine.
Alright. Gas on the fullest tank. We're below 140. You're coming down. Go ahead and set a notch of flaps in. St. Catharines radio, we're looking at about a 3-mile right base for 24. 5-3 Tango.
2 Tango, roger, the wind 240, 10 gusting 15.
Always somebody got to be a smart ass.
I'm just saying. I was like, where's the airport? Yeah, I see it.
It's right there.
I see it.
And 5-3 Tango is turning final, runway 24.
Roger, wind 230, 10 gusting 15.
It's interesting that they have a radio here. We don't have that down in the States. You know, on uncontrolled airfields,
Right.
we just self-announce, you know, and instead we actually have a guy working the radio here,
Yep.
which is pretty cool. You know, normally we're only talking to somebody whenever it's a controlled airfield, the tower, the approach center, all that fun stuff, and not here. Good job, Canadians. Well, I'm perfecting my aircraft carrier technique.
At least we didn't bounce.
No, there's no bounce. It was just firm. All right, welcome to St. Catharines, Canada.
Very pretty.
Clear the runway off of Bravo. Is there a preferred area for parking for GA?
53 Tango, Roger. Are you here for the night, sir?
Yes, sir. We'll be here overnight.
Okay, down around the Allied hangar there, next to the Mooney, if you like.
Okay, we'll go over there and look for the Mooney.
And see you're on a VFR flight plan. Would you like me to close that?
Yes, sir. If you close it out for me, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Roger, sir. The VFR flight plan is closed. Have a good evening.
You as well, sir. They're so nice up here in Canada.
Yeah, they are.
Aside from the friendly remote communications operator, the airport was quiet and unattended. After a short Uber ride to the hotel later, we were fast asleep after a full day of flying and exploring. Niagara Falls awaits in the morning. Well, we made it. Here we are at Niagara Falls. We're going to start the trek around this walking area here. This is over here in St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, Canada side. You can see behind me the Horseshoe Falls are back there. Niagara Falls, a majestic and serene landscape visited by thousands of people from all over the world each year, although many don't get to see it from 3,500 feet in the air. The airspace is a restricted area, but there is a special use exclusion for aerial tours and transiting VFR traffic that may enter the restricted area at 3,500 feet for a bird's eye view on a cloudless day. Having a look at ForeFlight, we can see how easy it is to depart St. Catharines and head over to the Niagara Falls restricted area. It's only approximately 8 nautical miles. But before flying to and entering the special use airspace, make sure you have reviewed 14 CFR 93 subpart E, which is the flight restrictions in the vicinity of Niagara Falls, which for us transient pilots, it's basically don't fly below 3,500 feet. Don't fly north of the Rainbow Bridge, since that would put you on the final approach into Niagara Falls International, and orbit the falls in a clockwise pattern. Ad-libbing, of course, there's always a few more details, and I'm going to go ahead and spare you from those.
One over the case, climbing to 3,000.
Traffic,
One is level at the Horseshoe 3,000
low,
with
less than 1
no
mile.
conflict. Thank you.
Very pretty.
Yep.
We want to thank you for joining us on this incredible trip to Canada. There was so much to see and do, and we didn't even scratch the surface. If you decide to visit Niagara Falls, we recommend making the border crossing and experiencing the falls from our friends up north. From the Canadian side, you can just see so much more in our opinion. From the grandeur of the Horseshoe Falls to American Falls, the setting is very picturesque on the Canadian side. If you're a pilot, the trip would not be complete unless you get back from overhead. Check this one off the list, but we're definitely going to be back. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, like and subscribe. Till next time, I want you to take care of one another as we get through this pandemic. Fly safe, and we'll see you on the next video someday soon.
And scenic area traffic, Skyway 4953 Tango, 3.5 leaving the